Look around you. Everything is made possible by pollinators. Pollinators play a great ecological and economical role. From the oils in our kitchens to the air that we breathe, pollinators have a huge role in our environment.
Pollinators are vital to the agricultural systems and production around the world, with 80% of agricultural crops depending on pollination for their survival. According to the USDA, pollination of agricultural plants is said to be valued at $10 billion annually in the United States alone. Considering the large positive impact pollinators have on our world, it's no surprise that they are valuable additions to home gardens as well. Local pollinators help with the upkeep of native plant health, maintaining biodiversity, and assisting in producing more flavorful fruits and vegetables, as well as higher crop yields.
Pollinators can be anything from flower flies to moths to the more commonly known bees and butterflies. There are many species of bees and butterflies native to the southeastern United States.
There are about 4,000 native bee species found in the United States. They come in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. They are efficient foragers, having adapted their bodies for collecting nectar and carrying pollen. Some bees are generous foragers, taking nectar and pollen from a variety of species, while others are specialists, foraging on one or a few varieties of plants. Across the southeast, you may see many kinds of bees, including the common eastern bumblebee, a generous pollinator who is aptly named, as the most common in the eastern US. The rusty patch bumblebee is a relatively large generous forager. The orchid mason bee is an iridescent blue-gray bee, a generous forager who helps pollinate our fruit trees. The green sweat bee is a bright metallic green sweat bee who forages on a variety of plants. There are approximately 750 species of butterflies in the United States. They feed on nectar and collect pollen. Most butterflies tend to be specialists, feeding on a few plants to provide food for their caterpillars. There are a large variety of butterflies you can see in the southeast, including monarchs, who are well known for their large orange, black, and white bodies. The red admiral, with its striking red and black wings. The spring azure, a small bright blue butterfly. The eastern tiger swallowtail, a yellow-orange butterfly with black stripes. And the common buckeye butterfly, a large gray, orange, and white butterfly with distinct eye spots. There are around 11,000 species of moths in the United States. Moths are less known as pollinators because most of them do their pollinating at night. Some of the species you can find in the southeast include the white-lined sphinx moth, that looks a lot like a hummingbird. The Luna moth is a large light green moth. And the southern emerald moth, a bright green moth with feathery wings. There are about 23,000 fly species in the United States, with 71 known families that are pollinators. They help pollinate over 100 types of crops. They are often generous pollinators, taking from many different food sources. Some of the flies you can see among the flowers of the southeast are the green bottlefly, which has a metallic blue-green sheen, the dronefly, which looks a lot like a bee, and the common housefly, which has white and black stripes down its back. Many different plants can be added to a landscape to attract pollinators.
Many of these plants can be found in the butterfly garden at the University of Tennessee Gardens. Not only does this garden provide refuge for many pollinators, it's also a very relaxing place to spend some time. This garden is an excellent one to emulate when designing your own pollinator garden.
Pollinators need a lot more than just flowers to survive. They need places to sleep, eat, and live. As urban areas are developed, pollinators face decreasing habitat. What can we do to help? Consider reducing your pesticide usage. Improper pesticide usage is the cause of many pollinators' deaths. When possible, avoid using pesticides. If you need to use pesticides, use them according to the instructions provided. In the summer months, it can be difficult to find safe water sources as a pollinator. If you're thirsty, they're thirsty. Providing clean water for pollinators helps reduce their risks of pesticides and death. A shallow dish like a saucer or bird bath can provide enough water for many pollinators. Just remember to change it enough to prevent mosquitoes from laying eggs. In nature, many pollinators lay eggs inside of hollow twigs of shrubs and flowers. The hollow twigs protect the eggs so that in the spring, they can hatch. Leaves are an important source of food and shelter for pollinators. If twigs and leaves are removed, there will be fewer pollinators next season. It may not look neat, but leaving your garden a little messy can help the next generation of pollinators. If you can't leave your yard with twigs and leaves, consider creating pollinator boxes. Pollinator boxes provide housing that pollinators need, especially in urban areas. They provide shelter for pollinators during the year, but especially during the winter.
Thank you for watching. For more information, check out these resources.